Traveling in China without Google, Gmail, Maps or YouTube is nearly impossible, unless you know the right apps. In this video I'm gonna show you exact tools, navigation apps, translation apps, payment methods, and China-friendly services that saved me entire trip. If you're traveling in China in 2026, this guide shows how to survive without Google and what you must install before landing. So right now I'm in Korea and I have a layover in Shanghai, China for about 12 hours or something like that, and that's the great opportunity to explore the city. China has 10 days transit visas, which is super cool. But the problem is this is China, and if you don't know, if you're living in a cave, but China blocked every single app. For example, in China you won't have access to YouTube, Google Maps or other different Western apps. So you have to install their apps and use there instead. So I prepared for this trip and it was super easy to be in China when you know what to do. So let's start from the main app which you're gonna use everywhere in China. That's the payment app, because China, it's very hard to use cash there. It's very hard to use your international card. Somewhere you can use them, but not anywhere. But China has a great app called Alipay where you can link your international card and use it like a local. So what you have to do, just download the Alipay, and all you have to do, just verify yourself. You have to fill up your passport details, you have to scan it, and when you do that, you can link your international card. When you link your international card, you can use anywhere. You can pay for a subway, you can pay in the cafes, you can pay in the markets, McDonald's, by just scanning. Pretty useful app. Without this app, don't even go to China because you will suffer a lot. Alright, when you got to China, you need to navigate there, right? So Google Maps doesn't work, obviously. Apple Maps also doesn't work, I must say. So you have to download a map. A map is the map app. And actually it works well. I didn't have any problems by using this app. You can navigate freely, you can see all marks on the map, you can see subways, you can see, but the problem is this app doesn't have offline maps. Actually it has, but I don't know, maybe devs updated this app and now it hasn't, but I didn't find it. I tried to find it like for a few hours, but I didn't find it. So instead I downloaded another one app which has offline maps just in case. The second map app I used is Maps.me. They work just the same, but you can offline your map just in case, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I used a map. Also, they have Baidu or something like that, but they are entirely on China language and you won't understand anything in this app, so don't use it. So keep in mind that Maps.me for offline maps, a map for anything else. Another maps I used is Mapway. Why, you may ask? I use this map to understand where transit lines goes for the subway, for example, which has this Shanghai map, subway map. If I want to see entire line of the subway, I can do that in the A map. Of course, I see some stations, some stops, but I don't see entire line. In Mapway, you can see every single line and you understand where you have to go. So Mapway actually works not only in China, they have different subway maps. So pretty useful app, I must say. Another app which you can use, but I haven't used it, but actually it works well, is DD or DD map. That's the taxi map. So if you need a taxi, use DD map. You will pay there with Alipay, so there's no problem to use it at all. You don't need to worry about it. Actually, you can, if I recall, you can connect your international card directly to this app, but you already have Alipay, so don't worry about it at all. As for translation, you can use Google Translate because you can download any language you want and you don't need a connection to use this app. But actually, I didn't have the experience to translate something in Shanghai because every single sign there duplicates on English. So if you want to connect with someone, you can use WeChat, of course. WeChat is a bit complicated app. You can also pay with WeChat, but you have to get additional verification, which is not easy. And probably you'll need a Chinese ID or Chinese documents, residential documents, to be able to use this WeChat, like payment for payment. But for like Messenger, WeChat is pretty cool. Let's talk about the internet in China. So that's pretty easy, I must say. In Alipay app, you can buy an eSIM pretty easy and super cheap. I bought like for 1 day 1 gig. It was enough for me. And actually these eSIM already have pre-installed VPN, so all apps like YouTube, Google Maps, everything works fine for me without even using additional VPNs or something like that. As for VPNs, some VPNs are blocked in China, they won't work. So in case, just download some few VPNs just in case. Some of them will work, some of them won't, so keep that in mind. If you have other tips of visiting this country, write down in the comments. And also I'm in Korea right now, and they also have some different apps to use because some of them like Google Maps won't work here. If you want to know which apps you should use in Korea, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video.